Greetings, Viners. It is February 6th, 2017, and a little different location. This is a Vine update on location here at the Nebraska Zen Center. I'd wanted to do it actually up in the Dokusan room, but the lighting, the backlighting is so bad that it wouldn't work. So here we are in the kitchen, actually. This is kind of the favorite spot of everybody in the Zen Center. Everybody winds up congregating here. We've got kind of a nice community room out here, but it's not used much because this is such a nice little spot. And I want to do two things today. One is just to recognize the contributions of David, most recently as the facilitator for the engagement forums, and for this coming week, Terry. I kind of messed up. You might have noticed Sean was in there for a while too, but now Sean's going to wait a couple weeks. So Sean's going to do it, but I told him the wrong week. So away we go with Terry as the facilitator. I'll be talking again with some of you about participation in the forums. Once a week, saying something is just part of the expectations here for building community. And you got to say something. So come on. And one of the things I hear sometimes is, well, I got a different point of view, so I don't want to say it. Well, if you got a different point of view, I want you to say it. That's what community is about. It's the harmonious thicket with all these different kinds of plants. So express yourself. That's what I got to say about that. Now, receiving the precepts. That's the heart of the matter here today. And two things about it. One, kind of what it's mostly not, and one, what it is. One thing that it is not, in my opinion, is joining a club or an ism and then fighting around the beautiful flag of I am a Buddhist, I am a Zen Buddhist, we are best. That's not it. That's not really what it's about. Now, I've got a couple Lutheran ministers coming over in a bit to meet and greet, show them around, and I will say I am a Zen Buddhist priest. So we put on the clothes, but it's not the heart of the matter to be a member of the club. So it's helpful and convenient in the world. If I pretended to be nothing, that would be false. But for me, it's also not exactly true to say that's what I am. So so the precepts are not about becoming a Buddhist. You'll read online that a lot of people say Jukai is when you become a Buddhist. So, well, that's what a lot of people think, and that's what it is for them, which is fine. I'm just saying that it's not that way for me. And then there's the issue of what it is. So what it is, receiving the precepts, is making a formal commitment to engage the Bodhisattva precepts in your daily life. And it includes the refuges, the 3 pure precepts, the 10 prohibitory precepts. And lately I've been thinking particularly about that second precept about cultivating every good. With purity of heart, I vow to cultivate every good. Now, every good includes, of course, being a member of communities and acting together. If doing every good just means having a big wall around your practice and around the Zen community that excludes politics, well, how could you do every good in that situation? So I think part of every good for us is to join with others and to find a way to make an impact in this world to uplift all boats. That is the Bodhisattva way. Are we going to make mistakes? Damn right. Are we always right? No, of course not. Fumbling along. So we have to hold our viewpoints gently. But that does not mean we don't uphold or embrace viewpoints provisionally to see what we can do to connect with others and to make the situation better for awakening for as many people as we can. People, animals, and plants, as Thich Nhat Hanh would say. Don't usually channel Thich Nhat Hanh, so I'm not sure where that came from. Anyway, that's the Bodhisattva vow, and I think the Bodhisattva spirit, not to hide out in no commitment. So that's what I have to say about what the practice is. It's taking up the precepts in order to engage in the practice of liberating self and other. That's our work, and we do that within the container in part of the 16 Bodhisattva precepts. These precepts, by the way, are all over the place in Zen practice. We receive them with first practice, receiving the precepts. They're the heart of the home leaving pre-ceremony. They're the essence of the transmission is also, it's all built around or imbued basically with the precepts. Weddings, funerals, there's really maybe two. There's not very many ceremonies in Zen. There's not a lot of liturgical stuff to actually learn. It seems a little ominous to folks at first usually, but there's just a few things. We do them all the time, basically again and again in different contexts. So precepts and precept study and actualizing the precepts are the heart of Zen. I just don't think there's any way around that. And it's the active side of Zazen, and of course in Zazen the precepts are fully maintained. And then maybe, right, if you believe that, I don't know, given what this mind and heart can do, right? Oh my God. So we transparently as possible open our hearts to each other and engage this practice. And that's another aspect of receiving the precepts. It is, of course, entering a lineage stream, a connection from the Buddha through the present to you, to receive the precepts as they've been transmitted for maybe 2,500 years, maybe longer. So it's kind of a big deal. And it's also a very intimate process. I find giving the precepts, and as it has been receiving the precepts for me, very intimate and connecting process to hand this practice on to another generation of practitioners. So you don't got to do it though. So if you're interested in it, that's great, and we can talk about it. And if you want to do the practice period and not receive the precepts, that's fine too. And if you want to stay on the vine and not do the practice period, you can do that too. But what you got to do is communicate on them engagement forums once a week, something small. All right. Thank you.